Hello, welcome. I imagine you're watching this video because you either already have the MiniMed 780G insulin pump or you're considering getting it and you're wondering what are your options for the supplies, for the infusion sets, and other things like the CGMs. So let me give you an inside look into what Medtronic offers. This is Medtronic's official website, www.diabetes.shop. This is the infusion set that I use. This infusion set can last for 7 days. It's a 90-degree insertion, and it's either a 6 millimeter or 9 millimeter soft plastic cannula. It's a great one button push infusion set where the needle is hidden. I've had great success with this infusion set. You can change the length of the cannula, 9 millimeters or 6 millimeters, and then also the tubing. There's a lot of options from 23 inches long to 32 inches long. There are a lot of infusion sets that work with the 780G, so you can find the one that is best for you and you can try a different one if the one you have isn't working. All of these are compatible with the MiniMed 780G. This MiniMed Quick Set is the first one that I tried when I first got the insulin pump. Nobody told me that I had a choice as to which type of infusion set to use. This one, I had one complaint, which I struggled with this mechanism to twist it to take it to disconnect. So if you have problems with dexterity, this may also be a problem for you. I don't know. I have small hands and apparently some dexterity issues, and it was very hard to disconnect. I like to disconnect my pump before I take a shower when I'm changing clothes. So it's very helpful to be able to disconnect. A lot of people disconnect if they're going to go swimming. I also had a incident with a bent cannula when I had this, where my cannula was kinked and I didn't get the right insulin delivery. There's other options as well. The Silhouette infusion set is recommended for people who are lean and active. I believe the cannula is inserted at an angle, and it is a choice between 13 millimeter or 17 millimeter soft plastic cannula. And once again, you can change the length of the tubing. Then there's the Shorty infusion set, which has a steel needle instead of a plastic cannula. Really big news recently here with the Medtronic MiniMed 780G CGM choices available now. For a long time, there was only one CGM, the Medtronic Guardian CGM, that worked with the MiniMed 780G, but now there's two more choices. You can choose between the Instinct sensor, which is made by Abbott, and this one is impressive because it has a 15-day wear time, only a 1-hour warm-up time instead of 2 hours, which was what the Guardian has. No over tape is required, only one hand required for insertion, and it is small and discreet. Then there's the Simplera Sync sensor, which has a six-day wear time with 24-hour grace period. It's the size of a quarter, one-handed insertion, 2-hour warm-up, no over tape. Then there's the Guardian 4 sensor, which is the one I've been using. I have no complaints, but a lot of people do have complaints, so it's great that there are other options. The Guardian 4 sensor is a 7-day wear time. It does require over tape, and it includes sensors and a reusable transmitter, so it's not an all-in-one device unlike the other two options here. If you already have a 780G insulin pump, you will need a software upgrade to make it compatible with these new CGM options, and to be eligible for that software upgrade, your pump does have to be in warranty. So the official website is www.diabetes.shop, where there are a lot of choices for supplies for the insulin pump that Medtronic sells. You'll notice that there are no prices here because everything is based on your insurance, so the price varies. So I buy reservoirs, infusion sets, and CGM sensors through Medtronic. And then for other accessories, I buy things on Amazon. So I have a website, insulinpumplife.com, and I will put the link in the description. But on this website, I have the accessories for the 780G insulin pump that I have used myself or that lots of people find very useful. The first two recommendations here are tape and adhesives. I've used both of these myself. I'm a big fan of the Hypofix tape. It is hypoallergenic, so if you're sensitive to other adhesives, it's worth a try. It's very low cost. It comes in a roll. You cut it to the size you need. And then the Simpatch adhesive CGM overpatch is a great deal. They're very strong and they're less than $1 a piece. So they're cheaper than some of the other patches out there, and they come in different colors. I've been using this Beltron rotating case with belt clip. It's much more sturdy compared to the clip that comes with the insulin pump. And I do like how I can rotate it horizontally. The insulin pump belt, this one I do not use personally, but a lot of people do use it. It's the top recommended insulin pump belt for this pump on Amazon. Most of the time, I just wear my insulin pump on my belt. I do not use a separate insulin pump belt. However, I can totally see that this can be useful depending on what clothes you're wearing. A lot of people find this useful for when they're sleeping. I do like to put my insulin pump in a fanny pack when I'm out walking. It just makes me feel very normal because my insulin pump is in the pack. So if you do go walking with a fanny pack, try putting your insulin pump in there. You might find that to be a nice break. The insulin pump, the 780G insulin pump will take many different kinds of batteries. I used to use the lithium batteries, but they became quite expensive. So I have switched to the Panasonic nickel metal hydride rechargeable batteries. And the quick charger here works very well. I've had no problems with these batteries. And I like that I'm helping the environment by not throwing away batteries all the time. And also I can replace the battery anytime, which means that I replace it before it tells me that the battery is low. So when it says the battery is at a medium level of charge, I replace the battery then. Then I never get interrupted with that low battery alert. I really try to optimize my life so I get as few alerts about my insulin pump as possible. I like not thinking about diabetes. Who wants to think about diabetes all the time? And then a silicone soft case, definitely recommend that. And a screen protector to protect the screen on your insulin pump. I found that it can get scratches. And I want my insulin pump to last a very long time, way beyond just the 4-year warranty. So insulinpumplife.com, and I will link to this website in the description. And I also have a lot of other links to products. So many times in life, I have found something that has made a huge difference. And I'm just like, oh, I wish somebody would have told me about that before. So hopefully some of my experience will help you in your diabetes journey. Taking care of your mental health is also a big part of taking care of your diabetes, because the stress hormones that can cause insulin resistance and make taking care of diabetes harder. Plus, it's harder to make decisions when you're really stressed out and not feeling well. So I also have links to some of the products that have helped me with my mental health. So I'd love to hear from you. What products have you found useful? Are you already using the 780G insulin pump or just considering it? One last thing I wanted to tell you about is one really great thing is if the sensor stops working before the 7 days, this is for the Guardian sensor, you can request a replacement, a free replacement sensor on their website here. There is also replace battery cap and replace clip, replace sensor. So request a replacement sensor. This has worked out very well, free of charge. If the sensor does not last the expected time period, they will replace it. They will also sometimes send you a free sample kit of adhesives. When I requested a replacement sensor, they also offered to send me this adhesive sample kit, which is really great too, free of charge. So I have a blog post on my website all about what is in that sample kit, and I will link to that as well. Thank you, everybody. Please check out my other videos and subscribe if you found this content helpful. It really helps tell YouTube that this is good content, and it helps me get more views and encourages me to make more content. Please comment below if you have any questions, thoughts. What is your experience? Have you tried any of these accessories, different infusion sets? Do you like one over the other? Why or why not? Share your experience. I'm sure lots of people are reading the comments. Thank you.